Women, often from developing countries, are lured to Dubai with false promises of legitimate work. But what happens next? In this video, you'll discover 10 unbelievable facts about Dubai. Dubai is often seen as a land of wealth, with towering skyscrapers, gold-plated supercars, and luxury hotels. But if you think everyone in Dubai is living in opulence, it's time to reconsider. Beneath the glittering surface lies a different reality. While Dubai's skyline and lavish resorts may look like something out of a Hollywood movie, not everything is as it seems. Contrary to popular belief, oil plays only a minor role in the economy. Instead, the city has focused on tourism, real estate, and finance to build its global image. However, most residents don't enjoy this lavish lifestyle. Many of Dubai's workers come from countries like India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, enduring tough conditions to maintain the city's grandeur. They live far from the luxury in cramped housing, sending much of their earnings back home. While billionaires with supercars and opulent villas do exist, they are rare. Wealth in Dubai is heavily concentrated, with most people living far from the extravagance. And those supercars you see? Some are abandoned by owners unable to pay their debts. A reminder that even in Dubai, life isn't as flawless as it seems. Dubai, famous for its towering skyscrapers, extravagant malls, and modern allure, was unexpectedly transformed into a desert Venice when it was struck by the heaviest rainfall in 75 years. In just 12 hours, nearly 100 millimeters of rain fell, almost the city's yearly average. The downpour left Dubai submerged, bringing traffic to a halt and severely disrupting daily life. Rain in Dubai is about as rare as finding someone without a smartphone in the heart of New York City. But this record-setting storm made Dubai's dreamlike cityscape a reality in an unexpected way. Even the bustling Dubai International Airport, one of the world's busiest, had to temporarily close for half an hour, as flooding caused multiple disruptions. Imagine an Airbus A380, typically soaring through the sky, creeping along a flooded runway as though it were a seaplane. This was the surreal sight. For both residents and tourists accustomed to dry, sun-drenched streets, Dubai appeared unrecognizable. The city's tourism industry, its crown jewel, came to a standstill. Upscale shopping malls, usually the go-to escape from the desert heat, were swamped. In the towering skyscrapers, elevators failed, leaving some stranded as streets below turned into canals, navigated by boats. One unforgettable image captured a $2.5 million Pagani Utopia 2023 supercar gliding through floodwaters, half submerged. For car enthusiasts, it was like witnessing a masterpiece destroyed before their eyes. And the surprises didn't end there. A viral video showed sharks swimming through a Dubai mall after water from a flooded aquarium spilled out. It seemed like a scene from a desert Sharknado. However, this turned out to be false, as the image was from Toronto's 2012 flood, photoshopped to match the Dubai narrative. But, given the circumstances, many were fooled. This begs the question, how did Dubai, located in the arid Arabian Peninsula, experience such torrential rain? One theory pointed to artificial rainmaking, but experts quickly debunked this. Artificial rainmaking can only enhance existing moisture in the atmosphere, speeding up condensation. It doesn't magically create rain, especially in a region with little humidity. Without moisture, no clouds can form, and therefore, no rain. As a result, attention shifted to climate change. Global shifts in weather patterns are now impacting even the most unexpected places, and Dubai is no exception. On top of this, Dubai's infrastructure, built for a dry climate, proved unprepared. Without an effective drainage system or enough greenery to absorb water, the city was overwhelmed when the rain came. In the aftermath, Dubai moved swiftly to clean up. On social media, videos of drones washing the glass facades of skyscrapers post-flood went viral. These high-pressure water drones, steadily climbing and descending, were a sight to behold. Although Dubai had been using drones for such tasks since 2020, many tourists were witnessing it for the first time, and they were in awe. This futuristic touch didn't stop there. Since 2021, Dubai police have deployed drones for crime prevention, pre-programmed to patrol, monitor, and track suspects, feeding real-time data to authorities. Scenes like these are exclusive to a city as opulent as Dubai. You may have heard rumors of beggars in Dubai raking in billions of dollars every month, living lives that rival the city's wealthiest elites. While it may sound like a wild exaggeration, the reality of begging in Dubai is both surprising and complex. In fact, there have been reports of beggars earning as much as 270,000 dirhams in a single day, equivalent to around 1.6 billion VND. In the first 3 months of 2016 alone, authorities in Dubai arrested 59 beggars. Shockingly, these individuals were pulling in an average of 9,000 dirhams a day, which at the time translated to about 55 million VND. To put that into perspective, a beggar could earn more in a single day than an office worker might make in a month. But before you start thinking begging in Dubai is a golden ticket to riches, consider what the locals, including the Vietnamese living there, have to say. While begging does exist, it's far from common, and the city's strict law enforcement makes it a risky and challenging endeavor. Many long-term residents of Dubai have never encountered a beggar. On rare occasions, they may see women in distress, often accompanied by children, begging for help in the large shopping malls. So, if you believe it's an easy way to get rich, you might want to think twice. Surviving in Dubai is far more complex than simply extending your hand. If begging were a lucrative and simple career choice, we'd see people flocking to Dubai for that purpose. Instead, the city reveals deep social contrast with its 3 distinct classes, each leading vastly different lives. At the top of this social pyramid are the Emirati locals, who control most of the city's wealth. They live in a world of opulence, driving luxury supercars, and keeping exotic animals like tigers, lions, and leopards as pets. Their lavish villas are serviced with meticulous care, and they rarely need to worry about the everyday struggles of life. In Dubai, you might even spot someone driving a Rolls-Royce with a lion as their passenger. It's no urban legend. The second class comprises high-ranking foreign workers, bank managers, CEOs, and industry specialists who are paid handsomely and enjoy a comfortable lifestyle. However, despite their prosperity, they remain a step below the local elites, working to sustain the wealth of the city's true power brokers. The third and most disadvantaged class consists of low-wage workers, mostly immigrants from India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. These laborers endure grueling 12-hour shifts under the scorching desert sun, with temperatures soaring to 50 degrees Celsius. They live in overcrowded conditions, often sharing small rooms with multiple people. Though they are responsible for constructing the city's iconic skyscrapers and luxury hotels, these workers could never dream of setting foot inside them as guests. Spend enough time in Dubai, and you'll likely hear heart-wrenching stories from taxi drivers and other workers, many of whom struggle to afford basic necessities for their families back home. Imagine listening to these tales while you sip on a glass of wine by the pool, taking in Dubai's stunning skyline. Meanwhile, the very workers who made this skyline possible toil in unbearable conditions just out of sight. Tragically, labor accidents are all too common in Dubai, claiming the lives of many impoverished workers. Yet the government is careful to shield these harsh realities from the public eye, preserving Dubai's pristine image as a utopia of wealth and luxury. The city's unofficial motto seems to be, "If you don't see the problem, it doesn't exist." In this way, Dubai maintains its flawless facade for the millions of tourists who visit each year, blissfully unaware of the struggles hidden just beneath the surface. While Dubai dazzles with its luxury and extravagance, it also enforces a set of strict and sometimes surprising laws that can catch visitors off guard. As part of the United Arab Emirates, UAE, Dubai welcomes tourists and foreigners with open arms, but its legal system is rooted in Islamic cultural and religious values. These laws, while unfamiliar to many, are taken very seriously. For instance, did you know that public displays of affection can get you into trouble? Even something as simple as hugging or kissing in public is considered indecent and can result in arrest. And if you've had a bit too much to drink and are spotted walking back to your hotel, you could be fined or arrested. Public intoxication without a license is illegal. Social media users also need to be cautious. You can't just post any photo or video you take in Dubai. Photographing people without their consent, especially local women, can lead to serious legal consequences. Even expressing criticism of the government online can land you in hot water. During Ramadan, the rules become even stricter. Eating or drinking in public during daylight hours is prohibited, and breaking this rule before sunset can lead to fines, a fact that often surprises tourists. There are also laws you might not expect at all. For example, giving someone the middle finger is not just seen as rude, it's a criminal offense. If caught making this gesture or swearing in public, you could face up to a year in prison and a fine of 10,000 dirhams, about $2,700. The UAE takes social order and respect very seriously, viewing such actions as major breaches of moral and legal codes. When it comes to clothing, especially for women, Dubai maintains modesty expectations. While women aren't required to wear traditional garments like the abaya, they're expected to dress modestly in public spaces such as malls, parks, and government buildings. Inappropriate clothing, such as short skirts or revealing tops, can result in warnings, fines, or even arrest, particularly if worn outside of beaches or pool areas. Dubai has also seen its share of shocking rumors, like the infamous Dubai porta potty scandal that made waves online. The story involves wealthy men allegedly paying up to $50,000, about 1.2 billion VND, to women for yacht parties, where these women were reportedly subjected to degrading acts, being treated like portable toilets by their affluent hosts. Although the truth behind these stories remains debated, they've sparked outrage and curiosity about the extravagant and sometimes controversial lifestyles of Dubai's elite. In a city where wealth and glamour dominate the skyline, it's easy to forget that beneath the surface lies a complex set of laws and customs that must be respected, or the consequences could be severe. You've probably heard the story about thousands of supercars being abandoned in Dubai each year. Picture walking through a scrapyard in Sharjah and stumbling upon a treasure trove of luxury cars. Audis, BMWs, Rolls-Royces, Lamborghinis, Porsches, and even rare gems like F1 race cars or the ultra-exclusive Ferrari Enzo, one of only 399 ever made, worth $660,000. But that pales in comparison to a Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita, of which only 7 exist in the world, valued at a staggering $9 million. So why are these high-end cars left to collect dust? It's often assumed that the wealthy in Dubai simply have more money than they know what to do with, abandoning their luxury rides in favor of the next shiny new toy. While that's an intriguing story, the reality is far more complicated. Yes, supercars are indeed abandoned, but not because their owners are too rich or careless. More often than not, the reasons are tied to financial hardship, such as a sudden economic downturn or a sharp decline in oil prices. In Dubai, failing to pay off a debt is not just a financial setback, it's a criminal offense. Unlike in many other countries where bankruptcy offers a way out, Dubai's laws are much stricter. Imagine being a foreign business person who moved to Dubai, lured by the promise of wealth, only to face an economic collapse. Unable to pay back loans, they may have no other choice but to flee the country, leaving behind not just their life but their prized supercars to avoid jail time. Many of these luxury cars left behind belong to foreign entrepreneurs, particularly from the UK, who came to Dubai seeking fortune. When the economy took a hit, they had no option but to flee as quickly as possible. In their rush, they often left the keys in the ignition. As the saying goes, one person's loss is another's gain. These abandoned supercars represent not only personal failure, but also a golden opportunity for others. If the original owner doesn't reclaim the vehicle within 15 days, the car goes to auction. This offers a unique chance to purchase a supercar for a fraction of its original price. For some, these auctions are the gateway to owning their dream car, vehicles that once seemed out of reach. In a city as wealthy as Dubai, supercars are more than just transportation. They're symbols of success and good fortune. If you think owning a supercar in Dubai is a rare achievement, think again. Supercars in Dubai are as common as taxis in New York. Even the police drive Ferraris, Porsches, and luxury Genesis SUVs. These cars don't turn heads because they're so ubiquitous. At the American University in Dubai, a school primarily for the affluent, the parking lot is filled with high-end vehicles. One Canadian exchange student recalled how their car, considered beautiful back home, went unnoticed in Dubai because only world-class cars grab attention. And the extravagance doesn't stop there. It's not unheard of for fast food deliveries or even ambulances to be carried out in limousines or Lamborghinis. While this might sound like an over-the-top tale, it's all part of life in Dubai, where the impossible seems to happen every day. When you think of government offices, what probably comes to mind are piles of paperwork, endless signatures, and files neatly stored in archives. For most of us, this is the typical experience of dealing with bureaucratic systems. Not only does this approach waste resources, but it also eats up a lot of time, often referred to as bureaucratic red tape. But in a place like Dubai, the entire process has been revolutionized. In 2018, Dubai officially implemented a paperless strategy, making it the first city in the world to achieve this feat. Every government agency in Dubai has fully digitized its operations, eliminating the need for paper in all administrative procedures and transactions. In a short period, Dubai's 45 government entities saved a staggering 336 million sheets of paper. This not only reduced waste, but also saved more than $350 million, approximately 8.8 trillion VND, in costs, and over 14 million work hours. To put that in perspective, stacking those 336 million sheets would surpass the height of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Thanks to this paperless initiative, the average number of times a resident in Dubai has to visit a public office annually has dropped from 23 to just 9. From registering vehicles and applying for building permits to handling business-related paperwork, all processes are now completed online. More than 1,800 digital services and 10,500 major transactions are available, meaning you no longer have to run between offices. Instead, everything can be done from the comfort of your computer or smartphone. Dubai's approach doesn't just represent a technological leap, it has also significantly improved the lives of its residents, reducing frustration and increasing efficiency. Tasks that once took an entire day can now be completed in mere minutes, showcasing how digital administration is transforming daily life. When you think of Dubai's police, images of Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Bugatti Veyron supercars patrolling the streets probably come to mind. But what you might not know is that Dubai's police force isn't limited to land. They also patrol the seas with equally impressive superboats. One of their most prized assets is a $400,000 luxury yacht, gifted by Dubai's Crown Prince, Sheikh Hamdan. This sleek vessel, resembling a Lamborghini in its design, boasts a staggering 700 horsepower and is crafted from lightweight carbon fiber, making it one of the fastest boats on the planet. It allows officers to conduct swift and efficient patrols along Dubai's coastline, ensuring the safety and security of the city's waters. This high-tech, speedy yacht is more than just a patrol vehicle. It represents Dubai's commitment to innovation and cutting-edge technology in law enforcement. It stands as a symbol of the city's substantial investment in both land and sea security, showcasing Dubai's dedication to maintaining safety with style and efficiency, keeping the city as modern and secure as its reputation demands. In Dubai and across the Middle East, owning exotic pets has historically been a status symbol, reflecting wealth and power. For centuries, rulers showcased their dominance by keeping large cats like tigers and leopards, using these rare creatures as a way to display their social standing. However, in 2017, the United Arab Emirates introduced a law prohibiting the ownership of wild animals as pets. This was a crucial move aimed at ensuring the safety of both humans and animals, recognizing the risks involved in keeping wild creatures in unnatural settings. The law was designed to address growing concerns about the dangers these animals pose when kept in human environments. Wild animals like tigers, lions, and leopards not only threaten public safety, but also suffer from living outside their natural habitats. Numerous incidents of wild animals injuring or attacking humans have led to stricter enforcement. Under the new legislation, individuals caught violating the ban or involved in the illegal trade of exotic animals face harsh penalties, including hefty fines and imprisonment. This law not only protects the public, but also underscores the UAE's dedication to wildlife conservation, marking a shift towards more responsible and ethical treatment of animals. Dubai, a city known for its ambitious and extravagant projects, has transformed its landscape with artificial wonders like towering skyscrapers and man-made islands. Yet behind the glitz and glamour lies a lesser-known tale of abandoned islands and billions of dollars seemingly lost at sea. Did you know that of the 300 islands in Dubai's World Islands project, only 2 are inhabited? What was once an audacious vision for a world-class destination now stands as a reminder of unfulfilled dreams. Launched in the early 2000s, the project aimed to create an 8-kilometer-long artificial archipelago made up of 300 islands, each representing a different country. The plan was for the world's elite to visit these islands, experiencing global cultures without leaving Dubai. Big names like billionaire Richard Branson, fashion designer Karl Lagerfeld, and Formula One legend Michael Schumacher were among those captivated by this ambitious endeavor. In fact, Schumacher was even gifted the Antarctica island, valued at $7 million, as a reward for his incredible achievements in racing. With strong financial backing and interest from the super rich, success seemed inevitable. However, the 2008 global financial crisis shattered this grand vision. Investors pulled out, and the project was abruptly halted, leaving most of the islands abandoned and incomplete. Today, only 2 islands, Lebanon Island and the Anantara Resort, are operational, while the other 298 sit desolate, serving as silent witnesses to Dubai's lofty, unrealized ambitions. Once envisioned as luxury getaways, these islands now resemble ghost towns, vacant and waiting for a revival that may never come. Though the World Islands project is often regarded as a failure, Dubai's relentless pursuit of grandeur didn't stop there. After the setback, the city shifted its focus to another daring venture, the creation of the Palm Islands. Made from 7 million tons of rock and 120 million cubic meters of sand, the Palm is hailed as the 8th wonder of the world. This time, Dubai's dream became a reality. The Palm has flourished into one of the city's top attractions, boasting 1,500 beachfront villas and over 6,000 apartments. Visitors flock to the island to marvel at the lavish palaces, luxury yachts, and even quirky upside-down Viking ships, all designed to offer unique experiences. But Dubai's grand vision doesn't stop with artificial islands. The city is home to the world's largest flower garden, featuring 150 million blooms shaped into intricate designs, attracting millions of tourists every year. This story of Dubai's extravagant ambitions, marked by both failures and successes, showcases the city's relentless drive to turn dreams into reality, no matter the obstacles. Dubai's reputation as a hub of luxury and modernity often conceals a darker undercurrent that lingers beneath the surface. Despite the government's efforts to project an image of respectability and strict conservatism, prostitution remains a hidden yet persistent issue in the city. Although the sex trade is illegal in the UAE, demand continues to thrive, driven by a transient international population and tourists seeking illicit pleasures. Many women, predominantly from developing countries, are enticed to Dubai with false promises of legitimate work. Once there, they often find themselves trapped in prostitution, which operates quietly in places like bars, nightclubs, upscale hotels, and private residences. While authorities conduct regular raids on suspected venues and deport foreign sex workers, the deep-rooted demand and organized criminal networks make it nearly impossible to fully eliminate this underground trade. But the video that appears on the screen will astonish you even more about Dubai, revealing it as a center of sin. So, don't miss watching it.